get through it and enjoy the results. It's not an impossible thing. I say preparation is key. Knowledge is everything. Preparation, though, is the most important, and it looks different for everybody. What I might need to do to prepare may be very different from what you need to do to prepare. What if you want to stay longer to make sure you're okay? Ava Nicole, you can definitely stay. Like I said, you hear the peanut gallery from all the way over there?
Hold on, you doing a live?
Yeah, I'm on my live.
So I'm going to give a little bit of knowledge that a lot of people, I'm going to say...
Why are you coming over here just jumping in my business?
You're talking about staying.
Yeah, but I didn't finish what I was saying. You just jumped
I'm sorry, I heard, and that's like a major thing that I wish
he hears everything.
I hear and see everything, yeah. But no, seriously, what's important that...
So yes, the question that you asked me was that yes, if you want to stay longer, you should, and it is absolutely recommended. He's gonna tell you why right now, because again, I can't ever do anything by myself. I can't do anything by myself. I can't record any of my videos. I can't do nothing because. This is why I don't post with him, because every time I try to post something, this pops up.
Here, let me sit down.
Now he wants to pull up a chair.
This is something that people should know. That I don't think a lot of people really don't know. A lot. When I say a lot. Okay, so back in the day...
Jenny, don't be worried, by the way. I saw your comment. I'm sorry.
Back in the day, years ago, when plastic surgery started, okay?
Oh, we're doing a history lesson.
Yes, a history lesson.
Oh.
All right? So, the way this was done before... You know, this whole...
Before COVID?
No, before they figured out how to make this whole process quicker and everything like that.
I'm waiting for you to come too, though. We can get that smile popping. That's the husband of the year right there. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do know. Can't wait to meet you. Nah, so seriously, back in the day, the way they used to do this is when you had your surgery date, 4 weeks before the surgery date, the doctor, it wasn't recommended. It was something that had to be done. They had to do 2 massages a week of lymphatic drainage massages. Twice a week for 4 weeks before their surgery to get their body already used to, you know...
flushing and cleaning out.
Exactly.
And not being sluggish.
Exactly. Then after this thing, after their surgery and everything like that, they had to stay here no less than 2 months. Okay?
That was in the beginning.
Now they made the process quicker. Of course, you know, they figured it out, draining people, you know, poking, you know, the drainage. But it's still not enough for just 14 days for girls, especially if you have bigger BMI.
And you have to consider that, remember, 14 days, you're thinking 14 days because you're thinking of the day that you're packing your stuff and heading to the airport and the day that you're traveling to get here and all that other stuff, especially if you have a layover. But you got to remember, that's not one of my days, boo. That's your day. That's not our day. And the surgery day and the pre-op days don't count either because you're not recovering. So that's part of the reason why you have to stay. Now, hold on before I skip this comment. Ava Nicole said she has fibroids and wants to remove them. Yes, I did read that in your request. And then she wants to do a tummy tuck. Is that something that's possible or something to do separately? So it's not done together because abdominoplasty is all skin. It's all everything that you have right here in the front. They never cross into your actual abdominal cavity or down here in your reproductive areas ever. So abdominoplasty, even though it's muscle repair and it's skin, it's all superficial. It's all on the outside. Your fibroids are located on the inside of your uterine cavity, on the inside of, you know, your reproductive area. So one, we can definitely get it done. However, I'm going to try to figure out which the order is going to be better for. More than likely, you're going to have to do your tummy tuck first and then do your fibroids afterwards, because the fibroids, just in thinking of especially if you're having bleeding issues, I would rather you have your tummy tuck done and then do your fibroid, because if you have a complication with your fibroid, it's going to put your tummy tuck surgery away. Like, it's going to put that on hold completely. We really have to check your blood work and see where you're at, see which is the priority first, and then take it from there. This one looks like he has to go talk to an employee. So what do you have to say? What do you want to say? Because you're waiting. You're waiting.
Very
to take
important.
over my live.
Are you important? Oh, and we never talk about this. Seriously, bariatric patients should always consider on staying here longer because their healing process is totally different.
Okay, so yeah, we'll get into that. We're gonna do a whole nother live about that later on, right, babe?
Yes.
Bariatric patients and recovery.
Yes.
Okay, so if anybody has a bariatric experience, if anybody has bariatric like health issues or have ever had any type of bariatric procedures done, you want to tune into that. We're going to be focusing a lot about that. But just in general, to get back to the 14 days, the 14 to 21 days, I recommend everybody, hey boo, I recommend everybody stay for a minimum of 17 days, okay? And that's starting the day that you leave your house, okay? Because think about it, the day you leave your house and you travel is one day you get here. I'm going to feed you, hang out with you for a little bit, but that's it. That day is done. Doesn't count. Second, you got pre-op. That whole day, you're gone. You're going to get your blood checked. You're checking the doctor. Everything, surgery still not done. The third day, you have your surgery. So you just get your cut that day. And you're going to spend the night in the hospital that day. So now, you've got 3 days out of those 17 days gone already. So now you're starting at 14, the day you go home. From the hospital. You want to make sure that your incision heals and that your incision is sealed and dry before you get on that plane. Hi, beautiful lady, Miss Keela. Oh, my girls, I miss you, mama. So the incision, you want to make sure that the incision is dry. I don't know if you guys know that this happens to you when you're on an airplane, but you know when you shake a can of soda and then you go to open it and it's like everywhere? Okay, if you were to shake a can of soda and not open it, you notice that it swells. The can might pop a little bit, might open a little bit, might expand a little bit. And what happens? It's under pressure, right? And because it's metal, I mean, we're talking aluminum, chances are that it's not just going to pop open. But your skin is very, very soft. Your skin is very, very wet. Although it may look dry on the outside, you've got layers of this thing inside that are still very soft, very moist, very unhealed for the most part. And applying that type of pressure from the inside, when you go into the cabin of the airplane and you go up and the cabin pressurizes, all that pressure on the extra fluid in your body will cause your incisions to open, which is why you see girls that have open tummy tuck wounds, which is why you see people that have open incisions and all kinds of stuff, because unfortunately that's what ends up happening. What else can I tell you with reference to you, Jeannie, and for anybody who has issues that they were born with, anything that people have in terms of pre-existing conditions. Pre-existing conditions could be anything like asthma, could be something like sickle cell trait, could be something like diabetes or blood pressure issues. It could be anything like that. Thank you, my love. It can be anything like that. Or it can be something like a cardiac issue. So I have a pre-existing condition. I was born with a heart murmur. It's never affected me. It's never caused me any trouble. I've never had any problems with it. I've never had any restrictions in terms of my activities, or sports, or drinking, or anything. Like, I was never told anything about it. I was always told, hey, if anybody, listens to your heart, they're going to hear it. They're going to tell you, oh, hey, you have a murmur, or hey, you have a little hole in your heart. And you'll just say, yeah, so I was born with it, and that's it. And literally, that's been it. So whenever I get my heart listened to, they hear it, and they're like, oh, yeah, okay, no big deal. And we skip right over it. But for other people that have had some issues with their heart, maybe from when they were born, or have had issues in their childhood, or have had to have surgery for different things, when that happens, when we have those situations, which most of the time we do, it's not a big deal. What you have to realize is that, especially Jeannie and I mean, Jeannie, we made it through boot camp. I think stress and emotions and finances can put your heart in some strenuous situations. But I think military boot camp puts your heart a little bit through a little bit of a tougher ringer. And we made it through 6 months of that. And so I think your heart is pretty good, boo. Not worried about it. I think what will end up happening is you'll come here, we'll meet a surgeon, we're going to talk to the surgeon that you're going to choose, we're going to tell them what's what, and they're going to say, okay, as long as you've had no issues, let's just go see the cardiologist. We'll see the cardiologist. They'll either do an echo or a sonogram, or they'll do, but I know that's what you want to take out. I'm talking about the actual heart itself, in terms of, would that stop your process? That wouldn't stop anything, because I think what they're going to want to do is just check, make sure that she's strong, make sure that she's working the way that she can, and make sure that she can handle if you get cut, that type of a trauma, which I'm sure it will. I'm sure we'll be fine. And you just had a baby a few years ago and everything else, you're not going to have a problem. Remember, plastic surgery is not the same as having your kidney removed or having something like that done. This, for the most part, plastic and reconstructive really has a lot to do with superficial, has a lot to do with skin, has a lot to do with the outside. So even though, yes, it is a trauma on the body, it does apply stress to the body and all that other stuff, it's not going to cause you to have any problems in that sense, in that way. What I would say is, I know you have a scar from your surgery. It's pretty substantial. More than likely, obviously, right? Most of it won't go away. And this goes for everybody and anybody that has any type of scarring, stretch marks on their abdomen. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, God, don't judge me. So, okay. So, if this is your belly, right? And you're gonna have a tummy tuck. I need to get a little one. I'm starting to get a little flat. I think I'm gonna leave it alone, but whatever. But this is essentially, I can do it, right? So what happens with this? Hey, Ruthie. So if you have a scar, like I know Jeannie has a scar here across her abdomen and across her chest a little bit from when she was born. Some people have stretch marks from pregnancies that come all over here. When you go to get your tummy tuck done, you're going to be cut from the tippy top center portion of your belly button, right? And you will be cut kind of like a pyramid. You'll be cut like a triangle, like a slice of pizza, like this. So everything from here, like this, usually will get cut. So you'll lose this diamond piece, all of this. So all these stretch marks that you have here, they'll all go away. But remember that anything that was from here up is still going to be there. Now, what you have here, more than likely, is going to end up down here. So it'll be much lower. But if you have a scar that is long or is partially cut, you may lose a portion of it. If you have a tattoo that goes, see, mine is a little bit high, but let's say that my tattoo came a little bit lower. With a tummy tuck, right, I might have lost a piece of it. So this is going to get pulled down, and then this is going to be all the way down here, and it's going to look funny now. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes that does happen. I had a girl recently, I want to say December, she had a tattoo like here. It was like this big thing that she had, and it came down like, you know, here in the front, the whole nine. And she did a tummy tuck, and I swear she lost like this much of the tattoo on the side because she lost a portion of her belly, her roll, and her hip. So when she finally connected it, the tattoo was like half, you know. But that's what happens. So, you know, you have to keep in mind that when, or at least like when you're working with me, or if you're going to be doing this on your own, make sure when you talk to your surgeon, or even before you talk to your surgeon, that you really, really, really have in your mind, right, what your priorities are. I ask my girls all the time. It's easy for me to be like, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to get rid of my titties, and I want to do my back, and I want to do my arms, and I want to do my legs, and I want to do my lips, and I want to get the OSHA, and I want to... Okay. We might not be able to do everything all at once. What are your priorities? What is the main thing that bothers you, or the top 3 things? Let's attack those. And sometimes that's just where we have to start. Sometimes that's just where we have to work from. Cola, no, mommy. 10 days is definitely not. I definitely think that you need to stay. You should definitely add a week at least to your trip. So if you've got the 10 days, which is in your quote, I would definitely tell you to add an extra 7 days for sure, because you're traveling far and I do not need you opening your incision, because you will call me and will tell me, Cherry, I was taking off my faja and I think I opened my belly button. I think I opened my tummy tuck. I'm telling you, this happens. It happens so often. It happens so often. Alfredo has a thing. Alfredo says, so say, for example, your name is Nicole, but everybody calls you Nikki at home. Let's just say, this is just like a random example. So your name is Nicole and they call you Nikki, right? Nikki, Nick, whatever. Like, okay. You get here and you're Nicole. Hi, I'm Nicole. How are you? Nice to meet you. Oh my God, I'm so afraid. Oh my God, you think it's going to be okay? Oh my God, what do you think is going to happen? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Then they come home from surgery. And who comes home from surgery? Nikki or Nicole? Y'all know who comes home from surgery? Nicole still comes home from surgery. Nicole comes home and Nicole's like, oh my God, y'all, I made it. It hurts. Okay, can I get my meds? Can I get a massage? Okay, I just want to go to sleep. Oh my God, the faja. Oh my God, I can't pee. Oh my God, somebody help me. Oh my God, I can't clean my butt right. I don't know my butt anymore. This is weird. Literally, this is what happens, right? This is what happens. But guess what happens next? The drip comes in and he's like doing all his magic things that he don't like me to record, because he does all this stuff with his hands. He don't like nobody to see his technique. So he does all these things that he does, and then when it's over, usually the person is like, oh my God, I feel great, that was wonderful, I can't wait for tomorrow. Boom. Tomorrow comes. Tomorrow they get another massage early in the morning and they're like, yo, you know what? I see what you're saying. I see why 2 massages a day really work. Like, I understand why. Because we have 2 different massage packages. We have the general basic 40-minute massage, which is just for your core areas. It's literally from here to here, and that's it. And then Alfredo has what he calls his luxury package, which is about $100 more, but it gives you literally about 16 hours more of massage in those same 10 massages. And it includes full body. It also includes massage for you to be able to go poop so you're not constipated. He massages your feet, your toes, your ankles, your legs, your everything. And so a lot of times girls come in with their first package and they'll say, I really want to bump up. I want to add a second set of massages. So they'll end up booking another set, right? So now she got one yesterday. Woke up today, she's like, yo, this helped, this is great, dope, I want 2 today. Can I get 2 today? Because, like, this was amazing, I'm going to feel great. Yes, absolutely, that's what we want. We want to drain you before you leave here, so you don't go home fluid filled, so you don't go home swollen, so you don't go home not seeing your shape, so you don't go home not able to put your faja on yet, because the faja hurts like hell. Listen, I'm years post-op. And when I go to get in my faja, it's difficult still sometimes. And I'm not swollen no more. I'm just lazy. So imagine if you just had surgery and your skin is delicate and everything hurts, but you have not taken the time to get completely drained, you're not going to be able to close your faja on your own. So all those things definitely help. But now Nicole is like, oh, I already know. This helps. I got my second massage. I'm getting my 3rd massage tonight. She gets her 3rd massage, and I want to tell you that with the 3rd massage, Nicole goes bon voyage, because the next day who wakes up is Nikki, and Nikki's like, ow, I want to go get my hair did today. Is there a place to go do my eyebrows? Yo, I want to go to the corner store. Can I just go walk to the corner store? Because I really want like a Snickers. I want something, and I don't know. Can I just walk there and see what they have? Bitch. You didn't want to walk nowhere. You want to walk over here, right here to the store? Okay, go. You know what I mean? And so that starts to happen, and it's like, oh, I want to go get my teeth done. Oh, I want to go do this. Oh, I want to go do that. And guess what? You start worrying about how many bottles of water you was drinking. you start worrying about, oh, my faja's too tight, my faja's too loose, my whatever. Exactly. Nikki starts tripping. And that's what happens. And so the girls, usually Alfredo will say to me, oh no, Nikki just showed up. Or, nah, Nicole's still here. You know, that kind of thing. Because I'll ask him sometimes when he comes home at night, I'll be like, how's everything? How's this? How was that? How'd the massage go? Oh, she's good. Nicole's still here. Or, Nikki showed up today. You'll see. Watch. You know, and then it becomes like that. And so once you see that they go from Nicole to Nikki, you already know she's getting ready to go home. She's already thinking like, I could stay. I could leave 2 days early. Like, you know what? It don't hurt no more. And people start thinking like, oh, day 3, I'm not in pain no more. My massage therapist is the bomb. I'm getting 2 massages a day. You know what? Yo, I could get this drain out even earlier now, I think. I think they could take this drain out a day or 2 days earlier now for me. I'm going to get this drain out. As soon as I take this drain out, I'm out. Because I got my massager set up at home and I'm going to go home. I already know how to put my faja on. I already know. I'm like, yo, please stay still. And Alfredo's like, yo, that's that Nikki shit. That's that Nikki. So, you know what I mean? They think, exactly. And so this is what happens. And so you guys got to know. I try to tell all my girls about what I call the recovery roller coaster. I don't know how much time I have left on this live, so in case if it just starts counting down out of nowhere, I think I only get an hour. But just so you know, I tell everybody about this thing called the recovery roller coaster. And the recovery roller coaster is the same 99% of the time for every patient that I've seen. Think about a roller coaster. Roller coaster is like this, right? And then when you're in a roller coaster, it's like Six Flags. You get on the ride, and the ride goes like this. Oof. You go like this. And then the roller coaster. So you book your date. You pack your bags. You're shopping. We going. Right? All of that is happening. Now you're on the plane. You get off the plane. Cherry, where's my ride? They're picking me up. They're taking me to the recovery home. Oh my God, I'm here. Okay, boom, you get to the recovery home. You're starting to pack. So now you're here. Your ride started. Click, click, click. You're filling out your consent forms. Click, click, click. All your payments were made. Click, click, click. You're getting ready for pre-op. Click, click, click. Hey, they're coming for you tomorrow morning for pre-op. Click, click, click. You go to pre-op. You meet your doctor. Oh my God, I'm doing my blood work. Oh my God, my x-rays came out okay. Oh my God, cardiology said everything was fine. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm waiting for them to tell me I could come in and have surgery. I get home. Okay. Anxiety. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I am fucking flipping out. Because in a minute, it's happening. That's it. It's over. That's it, right? So you up here, you doing this, and you're like, you might be emotional. You might be excited. You might want to cry. I've had girls cry from nervousness, cry from excitement, cry being proud of themselves, cry because of everything that they know is going to happen. Just ball of emotion, right? Dope. And I usually cry with them. After all of this, the next day you go to surgery. Now you get to the clinic and they've given you the okay, boom. You're there. You're like this. They put in your IV. They about to put your epidural in. You're going into the operating room. Oh my God. You knock out. Anesthesia, that little blue pill, honey, that little blue pill do you dirty. I got my video from when they gave me my blue pill. You see me take it. And I'm talking to you, and all of a sudden, my phone literally, in about this amount of time, my phone just went. That pill is not to be played with. So, they're going to give you the pill, and they're going to take you in. And as they're sitting you there to get your epidural, you're already like this. You know what I mean? You're already falling out. So, guess what? Your roller coaster starts. Click. They've cut you, they've everything. And now, when you wake up, you're down here. There's no more anxiety. There's no more excitement. There's none of this happening up here. All of this that's happening up here that you felt when you closed your eyes, guess what? You're nowhere near it anymore. You're way down here. You're one, trying to recollect yourself because you're waking up. Two, you're like, holy shit, am I in pain? Am I supposed to be in pain? You're reaching for body parts to see if you feel the same. You're just trying to collect your brain. Once you wake up, you're nauseous. You're in pain. You're tired. It's a lot of reacclimating that has to happen. They start taking your faja off. Those medications start running out. You get home, whether you have the pain pump or not. There's a lot of things. Now you get back to the recovery. and you're not home. You're not in your bed. You know nobody here except for us, and you are not in your bed. You're not with what you usually have to make you comfortable. So the first 2 or 3 days, you told yourself, though, before you came, you told yourself this was going to happen. You told yourself this was going to pop off. You told yourself you were going to feel like this. Hey, Sid, good morning. You told yourself you were going to feel all these things. And so you're like, I knew we were going to be in pain. I knew we were going to be in pain, you know? I knew it. So you try to be strong. You're like, nah, it's only the first few days. But when 2 days go by and you've not slept for 24 hours each day, so it's been 48 hours of you not sleeping, you're not eating, your pain meds, you can't go from this position to this position, you can't move, you're in pain, everything hurts, you get cranky because that's natural. So now, from trying to be strong, you're now a little grouchy, a little sad. Because that's what happens. You get grouchy first. You get nasty attitude, grouchy. Then after nasty attitude and grouchy, you start to get sad. Then you're depressed. And then all of a sudden, everybody has to leave because their son left their pencil in their car, the dog food, the kids can't reach it to feed the dog, the babysitter all of a sudden needs to call out that day. 18 million things. 18 million things why you need to go home. But if you push through that, that's usually around day 7, day 8. When you push through that day 7, day 8, and you're like, all right, I knew this. Cherry told me I was going to be nervous, anxious, trying to put on a tough face, sad, grouchy, all these things. And I passed all of it because everything she told me that I was going to feel, I felt it. This bitch is crazy, but she knew I was going to feel like all of this. So now you know that I was right about everything. That should make you feel at ease because you should know it's almost over. When you get to that 7 to 8 day mark where you're already like, listen, I got to go home because my son, he can't find his chocolate milk. And he goes to school every day and he can't go to school without his chocolate milk. So I got to leave. I thank you guys. You guys have been great. But, I got to go. It's okay. No, you cannot go home. Your son will be fine without chocolate milk. You know what I mean? But you have to do that with these girls and remind them that, listen, this is for you. This is your time. Things will be okay. I know that you're overwhelmed. I know that you're emotional. I know at this point you miss your kids. You miss your home. You miss the way your bed smells. You miss being able to just do whatever, or just even me, when I had my breast done, they told me I couldn't sleep in the bed with my son. That he couldn't sleep with me, he couldn't sleep on me, he couldn't sleep anything. You see these big titties? Let me tell you something. When I went home, the first thing I did, in fact, even before I went home, I was in the hospital. I think we have pictures of it. If I can find it, I'll post them. In the hospital, when I was wheeled out of the operating room and brought back into my room, when I woke up, I had an ace band like this, wrapped around me, tight, and my arms were like this. And my son was right here. Boop. They told him he couldn't touch my chest, and he was right here, inside the armpit, but right here in my hospital bed. Let me say something. Sometimes doctors will tell you, oh no, you shouldn't have a cigarette, or you shouldn't, I'm trying to think of things that are common for you. You shouldn't have sex, or whatever, right? But you were discharged from the hospital. We're not a hospital. We're not here to hold you against your will. We're here to do what's best for you and to make sure that your recovery comes out best for you and for the surgeon, because we have relationships with both of you. And while my relationship with you guys is most important, I need to make sure that the surgeon is happy with the way we treat his patients. So definitely it's a 360 wrap, but once you guys realize that day 7, day 8 passes, and you're like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna stay, I got another week to go, that's it, we're gonna get these massages, whatever. Literally around day 8, day 9, these girls start going to the mall. They say, Cherry, can we go out to eat? Cherry, let's go get our hair done. Can we go do our nails? Can I take you to do your nails? I want to treat you to your nails. I want to do mine. I want to go buy hair. I want to go buy makeup. I want to go buy clothes. I want to go see stuff. And guess what? The last week of your time here can be a lot more fun. You understand? A lot more fun. And you have the opportunity to focus and to really learn about your recovery, how to take care of yourself. Because when you're in so much pain and you just get that relief and the pain is gone, you running from here is not going to help. Understand that even if you stay here 14 days, when you get on that airplane and you go home, when you land and you get in your car or wherever you get in that you think, oh, it's over, I'm home, you're going to feel like day 3 or 4 all over again. Because that plane ride, I'm telling you, that plane ride is not for the weak. And so if you leave here early, you're going to feel like hell at home. You're not going to take care of yourself well at home. You will have providers be more hesitant about taking care of you at home. So trust the process. Stick with us. Let us guide you. Let us help you. You know, this for me, like, people don't understand. I was saying it the other day, and I swear it always really hits me every time I write it to like somebody that I'm talking to. Is that, you know, I get it, right? This is a business. It is a business. I have a recovery home. It doesn't pay for itself. It's a business. I coordinate surgeries. I get you guys here. I bring you to my recovery home, right? It's a business. But more than a business, right? Because that there is a business component to it. The difference with me is that, one, I did all of this not because I knew it was going to make money or thought it would make money. I did this because I had a really horrible coordinator, and I was like, she can't do this. She can't get away with this shit. I was like, hell no. So that's really why I did this, or how it started. And, you know, moving forward, you know, I think you got to understand that I know how much, even though I may not know you personally, we may have never spoken, we may have never been friends. Hey G, good morning. You got to understand that I really do understand how much you have invested and how much hope and emotion you have invested in the idea, not even in the actual surgery, but in the idea that if you were to go through with this process, how impactful it would be in your life and how much it would mean to you in your life. And I think so many of us try to get the people in our circles to understand how important this is to us and how important we feel it is and how impactful we feel it will be. And I think a lot of times people don't understand that because they just live their own life or walk their own walk or whatever the case is. But you got to know that as a surgery coordinator, as somebody that does this, as somebody that has a recovery home, as somebody that lives and breathes this 24/7, I can't even tell you the last time I've been to America, honestly. I really understand, and it is a privilege, but it's also extremely humbling, and it's like it's an honor to know that so many women that are scared, afraid of being taken advantage of, have so much riding on this procedure, on this experience for their life. Because it's not that you feel you're incapable of doing the great things you want to do. You feel like people won't see you. So you think if you come here and you get this surgery done, people will now see you and all the things they didn't see before. So imagine you trust me and I know how important that is to you, and I'm like, yeah, do something there, whatever, send it back. No. I know how much it is important to you and how much the trust you're giving the person to guide you is worth. It's worth more than what you're paying the surgeon. Because if you didn't trust the referral, if you didn't trust the recommendation, if you didn't have somebody take you there, you probably would have went somewhere else. And at the end of the day, that is something that stays with me and is extremely, extremely, extremely important to me. More than the money, more than anything else. Because at the end of the day, you know, money comes and goes. And I pray that it never happens, but this recovery house can burn to the ground 12 times over. And I'm still going to be standing. And if I have God's grace, I will build another one. But you can't replace me. If I burn down, I'm gone. And so I understand that sometimes this is all we have left. Sometimes this is all we ever really needed. Sometimes you just need to have somebody that's there, that's supportive, that can be there for you, that's genuine. And I'm not perfect. I'm everywhere. I have so much going on. But at the end of the day, myself, my husband, my team, we are really committed to bringing you nothing but the best, making sure that you are safe, making sure that you are okay, and making sure that your goals are not only realistic, that they're accessible, and that we do everything that we can to get you there. And if you need to come back, we're here. You know, that's the bonus for me. It's like I have girls that have come back 2 rounds. That's always nice. You know, when somebody comes back a second round. But I've had girls come back 3 and 4 times. I've had girls with very life-threatening health conditions even come back 3 and 4 times. And that speaks more than any thank you they could ever say to me. Because they always come back. And because of the way that we work with our girls and how close we are, is why we're so picky about the other recovery homes that we work with. But like I told you earlier, look who just showed up. Hi, New Girl. We're talking about you. So, New Girl Recovery House, you guys, I invite you to follow them. They are one of our recovery partners. I do not refer to recoveries. I do not like working with other recoveries. I don't refer you guys, and I don't book other recoveries. However, we do book for New Girl. So if we don't have space, or if you guys are interested in staying at New Girl, make sure that you contact us. We will make sure that you're set up. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that it's an endorsement. The only reason we're willing to offer you New Girl, the only reason we're willing to do all these things is because they match our ethics, our morals, our values, and what we hope for you. And so, hopefully, if you need something, you'll feel inspired to reach out. No pressure. We can always talk. We can always have a conversation about whatever is important to you. And I will always share with you however I can help. And if you need me for anything, I'm happy to help, you know. Don't be afraid of wanting to learn more about things that could be possible for you. And remember, we have financing available for everything, because I made sure that I got that, including your flights. I can get your flights financed if your credit is good. If you want to do bariatric surgery, let's get your weight loss surgery done first, and then we'll plan right now with this year's prices. We'll plan your surgery for next year. So we'll do bariatric now, but we'll book your plastic surgery for next year with this year's prices. Like, let us surgery plan for you. Let us help you life plan. We got you. We have you. We have your back. We are going to be here. Surgery is not the end of the process. It's just the beginning. So if you need anything, let me know. Jeannie and I are going to be doing a live coming up soon. We've had this posted about sex and mental health. I'll see you when? Friday? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm going to come see you during the day, because I know you need me during the day. Tenemos eso pendiente. Okay. Thank you, mami. Tú no vas a llegar tarde ahora. ¿Tú estás bien? ¿Tú estás bien? ¿Va a llegar tarde?
Oh, que se va a llegar tarde, ¿no? Porque la clase yo la cojo, es virtual, la de las 7 ahora.
Ok.
O sea, me empieza aquí, yo la tomo aquí, después que termino me voy. Pero la otra es a las 12, yo llego.
Okay. All right. Thank you, my love. Have a good day. So, we're having a conversation definitely about sex and mental health, sex and surgery. A lot of times, people have questions about having sex after surgery, during their recovery process, pregnancies before, after, and during, all that kind of stuff. So, just let me know if you guys have questions, if you guys need anything, if you guys want to explore any options, or you want to do anything like that. That's what we're here for. At the end of the day, you know, I had body goals. I worked on them. They're not perfect. I got some things I want to do, but I had my chance. And I had the chance to do it because I had one person who was supportive of me. One. Not a bunch. I had one person. And he wasn't that supportive at first. And now look at where he is. You know what I mean? So if you guys need something, I'm here. I'm happy to be your sounding board. I'm happy to be the one person. And we have a whole team of people here that are ready, willing, and able to support you when you're ready. Okay? With that, I'm going to let you go because it is 9:02 now. I am hungry. I need to eat. You guys, share our page. Let other people know about us if they're looking for surgery, if they're looking for advocates, if they're looking for friends, if they're looking for options, if they're just looking to explore, just be motivated one day at night. You know, the best promotion is word of mouth. The best referrals are word of mouth. And like I said, we're always happy to help. We're always happy to be here to support you guys. So thank you so much for spending this hour with me this morning. I hope you guys all have a great day. I know that you're probably in the U.S., so you've probably spent your 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning with me. But yeah, happy Friday Eve. Happy weekend Eve. Hope you guys enjoy your day. I'll make sure to come back later. But in the meanwhile, I will let you go. Okay? Love you guys. Wait a minute. What's it telling me? Why do I know? I can never get out of here.